Okay, so we have the okay, so we're dissecting this kidney. I mean, pig kidney for my anatomy and physiology laboratory class. The the kidney works an important role in the body as it filters your blood. The plasma in your blood in is non-cellular, meaning it does not contain living cells. Plasma is generally composed of nutrients, water, and metabolic waste. The kidney's role is the elimination of waste products such as nitrogenous waste, toxins, and drugs. It regulates aspects of your homeostasis such as water balance in the blood, blood pressure, and activation of vitamin D. Okay, so starting out in the external structure. What is this? This is the hilum, or where the blood vessels enter and exit, or the hilum, or the is the entrance or exit of the organs. What are these? I think these the anchor points where the kidney is anchored. Okay, so now let's open up the kidney.
Are you? Darling. Oh, darling. Oh, well. Are you? Darling. Oh, darling. Oh, well. Are you? Darling. Oh, darling. Oh, well. Are you?
Burger steak. Parang yung mushroom sa burger steak. Okay, so for the internal anatomy of the kidney, we have here the outer part, which is the cortex, and this here the inner part. This is the outer part, which is the cortex, and this here is the inner part, or the medulla. As you can see here, there are loads of this thing here. There are a lot of it. These are called the renal pyramids. The renal pyramids because they are pyramid shaped. But when you count the renal cortex here, it is called the renal lobe. Okay, so this here that at the middle of the renal pyramid is called the renal column. The renal column, and then the channels here goes here down here. These are called the calyces, or the minor and major calyces if you're just if it's singular. Okay, so recap, we have the cortex, the medulla. These are the renal pyramids here, and then in between them are called the renal column. This here is the, what do you call them? This here is the calyces. Then after urine goes from here, then goes down to the calyces, then it goes down to the renal pelvis. Okay, so now that we have identified the internal anatomy, we're now going to identify the blood flow into the kidney and the urine formation. So we'll start off at the aorta. The blood travels from the aorta, then goes to the renal artery and splits it. Blood travels from the aorta, then goes to the renal artery, then it splits into segments called segmental arteries here. So it's into segmental arteries, and then goes through here to the lobes here, in between the renal pyramids. Then it is called interlobar artery. After the artery goes here in between here, interlobar artery, and then goes to the sides, which is called arcuate artery. Then goes smaller and smaller into the and then it goes to the cortical radiate arteries here, which is very small, and then goes to the glomerulus capillaris, the site of filtration. The glomerulus is part of the nephron, where each kidney contains millions of nephrons. After the glomerular filtration, the filtrate goes to the PCT. Okay, so wait, the nephron is located here. Part of the nephron is located here at the cortex, and part of the nephron and the juxtamedullary nephron is part of here, the medulla. Okay, so the site of filtration, the glomerulus, is part of the nephron, where each kidney contains millions of nephrons. The filtrate goes to the PCT, or the proximal convoluted tubule. It is located here in the cortex. The proximal convoluted tubule, where most of the absorption and reabsorption occurs. Then goes down into the loop of Henle. The loop of Henle dips down here from the cortex, and then dips down here to the medulla. Then goes up again. It goes from the descending and then goes to ascending. Then goes to the DCT, or the distal convoluted tubule, meaning away, after the urine goes to the collecting duct, where many nephrons are connected through one common through the collecting duct. So urine from the collecting duct goes to the renal pyramid, then goes down into the calyces, where it's like a canal that goes down to here and outwards. It goes to the calyces, and then into the renal pyramid, renal pelvis. Then goes out from the renal pelvis, then goes out down to the ureter. Ureter is connected into the urinary bladder, where the urine is stored, waiting to get expelled. After which the urine is stored, when the body is ready to release it, it goes down to the urethra, and that's where it is expelled. That is the flow of urine.
Hey,